So on Thursday's show, we'll definitely have more on our independent segment. And that's a wrap for What's Trending. Thanks for watching. Follow us on Instagram at What's Trending on ZNS, and we'll see you tomorrow at 6 p.m. Until then, stay connected.
At the Lyndon Bindling International Airport, I'm Corvell Pyfrom. This is ZNS.
This is the Bahamas Tonight. The Northern Edition has a look at stories making news tonight. Minister for Grand Bahama highlights the island's transformation during her contribution to the speech from the throne. Police are searching for 3 individuals wanted in connection for separate criminal matters. And the Grand Bahama marks National Flag Day with a ceremonial flag raising ahead of independence celebrations.
The Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition starts now.
Welcome to the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. I'm Ramiko Knowles. Thanks so much for joining us. Topping news tonight, after years of economic uncertainty, devastating hurricanes, and stalled development, the government says Grand Bahama is entering a new era. During her contribution to the Governor General's speech from the throne in the House of Assembly, Minister for Grand Bahama, the Honorable Ginger Moxie, outlining what she described as the island's remarkable transformation. We have the details in tonight's top story.
As the Member of Parliament for Pine Ridge, I am especially encouraged by
Moxie outlining what she described
the government's unwavering commitment to Grand Bahama Island.
Refusing to accept decline as Grand Bahama's destiny. That's the message from Minister for Grand Bahama, the Honorable Ginger Moxie, who says the Davis administration has chosen to tackle long-standing challenges head-on, replacing years of stagnation with investment, innovation, and the resolution of legacy issues that she says have hindered the island's growth for decades.
Across our island, we are witnessing unprecedented investment activity. The development of the MSC cruise port, the continued expansion of Celebration Key, the Royal Caribbean Xanadu Beach project, the Grand Bahama Shipyard redevelopment, the Innovate 242 incubator, the Afro-Caribbean Marketplace and Logistics Center, the reopening of West Sunrise Highway, the redevelopment of the Grand Lucayan Hotel, the construction of modernized healthcare facilities, including the Freeport Health Campus and Doctors Hospital, just to name a few.
The minister pointing to several major projects representing billions of dollars in investment and thousands of potential job opportunities for Bahamians. She also referenced a recent meeting with Grand Bahama business owners who reported having positions available but not enough people to fill them, a development she described as a positive sign of the island's economic momentum.
It was a very different conversation from the one Grand Bahama was having a few years ago.
The comment prompted the Member of Parliament for Marco City to seek clarification, noting that residents in his constituency and others are still searching for employment. The Minister of Labor and Public Service then responded to the concerns.
All of us, Madam Speaker, have a list of persons who are unemployed.
Jobs are available throughout the country, so we don't even need to rely on a particular Member of Parliament. All citizens need to do is register in the portal, no matter where they are located in the world, and job opportunities are available where they will be placed based on their qualifications. Additionally, we have programs such as the National Apprenticeship Program, the National Youth Guard, Upskill Bahamas, DigiLearn. We have an ecosystem at Opportunity Hub where there's National Training Agency, where there's opportunities not only to gain employment but to earn while you learn through these type of opportunities. I think the government has done an excellent job of providing opportunities where where there is a skill set gap.
Minister Moxie then turned her attention to other key priorities, including housing, healthcare through the Freeport Health Campus, and education. She also highlighted the government's commitment to strengthening workers' rights and advancing energy reform.
Grand Bahamians have carried high energy costs for far too long. And now, with the government's energy reform agenda moving forward, residents and businesses are beginning to feel relief.
Well, meantime, the Minister of Tourism, the Honorable Glenys Hannah Martin, says the Prime Minister's bold moves are addressing structural inequalities in Grand Bahama. Speaking at the PLP's Grand Bahama Women's Branch meeting, she pointed to the acquisition of the power company and arbitration with the Port Authority as steps to fully integrate the island into the Bahamas. She added that redeveloping an airport, hotel and cruise ports will require the full cooperation of citizens.
The bold moves by the PM touch at the heart of the structural inequities in Grand Bahama, the Grand Bahama Port Authority, the Grand Bahama Power Company, and more as we seek to integrate Grand Bahama fully into the wider Bahamas network. Grand Bahama was and is a jewel. And as we accelerate efforts to redevelop the airport, to develop the former Alukaya property, and seek to procure enhanced island-wide impact of the cruise industry, the full cooperation of our people, and the help of God Almighty, I pray that we will see a tourism industry which intensifies our national pride.
Minister Hannah Martin also says the country must address tourist concerns about the tourism product by pooling intellectual resources. She stressed that the product is the people and the culture.
We intend to pool the intellectual resources in the industry, both in-house and in the private sector, address this chronic refrain we're hearing about the product in this country. This is an issue which shows up consistently in our exit surveys with tourists. They talk about the product. Disappointing. I had the occasion to assert in Parliament recently, the product is us, our people, our history, our food, our music, our rhythms on the dance floors.
While July 10th marks the 53rd anniversary of Bahamian independence and celebrations are already taking shape across the country, in Grand Bahama, the annual national flag raising ceremony officially launched this year's observances with messages of national pride, resilience and progress. Our Sherelle Dames has that report.
The countdown to independence is underway, and in Grand Bahama, the celebrations begin with a proud display of patriotism. Government officials, uniformed branches, and residents gathered for the annual national flag raising ceremony, embracing this year's theme, celebrating our heritage, shaping our tomorrow.
With faith and purpose, we will stand to shape tomorrow hand in hand, and proudly let the world see that the spirit of the Bahamas remains strong and true.
We have looked into the eyes of a Category 5 storm and refused to concede. We have watched our economy shift, and instead of breaking, we pivoted. That is the Grand Bahama spirit. We do not just survive the trial, we master the recovery. Give it up to all of you for mastering the recovery.
Executive Officer in the Ministry for Grand Bahama, Perez Roll, noting the celebration should also serve as a call to action, encouraging Bahamians to continue building a country that offers greater opportunity for future generations.
Even as we celebrate where we have come from, we must also look ahead with purpose. Shaping our tomorrow requires unity, vision, discipline, and a renewed commitment to building a better Bahamas where opportunity is shared, where our young people are inspired, and where our communities are strengthened, and where progress is felt by all.
Closing remarks by Permanent Secretary in the Ministry for Grand Bahama, Joel Lewis, reminding those attending that the work of the nation building extends beyond government, saying every Bahamian has a role to play in preserving the country's legacy and helping shape its future.
We are the true fabric of this nation. As we celebrate our heritage today, let us leave this place fiercely committed to shaping a tomorrow that is worthy of the banner we so proudly wave.
For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Sherelle Dames.
Now heading into news from the crime beat, police have issued wanted posters for Marsha Cooper and Adriana Gilbert, who they say are wanted in connection with an alleged rent-to-own housing fraud scheme. Officials in Grand Bahamas say 54-year-old Marsha Marceletta Cooper of Gambier Point, East Grand Bahama, is wanted by the Criminal Investigation Department for fraud by false pretenses. She is described as having a fair to light brown complexion, an average build, and speaking with a Bahamian accent. Meantime, police are also searching for 58-year-old Adriana Gilbert of number 9 Schooner Close, who is also wanted for fraud by false pretenses. She is described as having a medium brown complexion, standing 5 feet 5 inches tall, with an average build and weighing between 150 and 160 pounds. If you spot either of these women, police advise members of the public to approach with caution and contact the Criminal Investigation Department at 350-3106 or call 911. Meanwhile, officers at the Criminal Investigation Department need to question Dylan Williams of number 178 Dogfish Street, apartment number 2, in connection with possession of unlicensed firearm. Williams is 31 years old and is of dark brown complexion, stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, medium build. Police say if you spot him, contact police at Criminal Investigations Department at 350-3106 or 911, police emergency at 919, Crime Stoppers at 328-TIPS or 328-8477, Family Island 242-300-8477.
And still to come.
Food lovers flock to the 3rd Annual Food Truck Festival for a taste of some of the island's best cuisine. And that story, sports, and more when we come back.
There are some things that are undeniably Bahamian. A good count salad, junkanoo, the way we worship, the way we take care of one another, all undeniably Bahamian. And right in the midst of our iconic things, places, and people is Commonwealth Bank. Increasing access, sponsoring dreams, working alongside Bahamians to increase the quality of their lives for more than 60 years. Commonwealth Bank, nothing more than being Bahamian. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
Come on down and see what Dolly Madison has in store for you. Renovate and rejuvenate at Dolly Madison.
Dolly Madison.
Fresh oil, fresh fire. Join the School of Prophetic Ministry Hawksville for 2 Holy Ghost-filled nights of crusade, July 13th and 14th, 2026 at 7:30 Night Place. Guest speaker will be Bishop Steve Daniels of Shallow Missionary Baptist Church, Minnesota. Fresh oil, fresh fire crusade, July 13th and 14th at the School of Prophetic Ministry. See you there.
Save More Drugs. We got you. From cosmetics to prosthetics, what you need for your family, the brands you're looking for, the quality you expect, the prices you need and deserve. Feel the love. Save more at Save More Drugs.
The Welcoming Home Week of Events presented by the Ministry for Grand Bahama kicks off on Wednesday, July 1st with the Down Home Fish Fry DJ Showcase Bahamian Edition. It all takes place at Outriggers in Smith Point. Come out and enjoy Bahamian food and music by Tigo T, DJ Future, DJ Freeze, and Just Ride Benji. Showcase starts at 8 p.m.
CompuSec Printing is making room for summer with a massive store-wide sale. Get 30% off in stock items only now through July 31st. Save on shirts, hats, souvenirs, flags, indoor flagpoles, and more. Visit CompuSec Printing, West Atlantic Drive, Freeport. Open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, and Saturdays, 9 to 2. Calling all GBCHS and MSSCA Crusaders. Get ready for the 60th Jubilee Reunion, July 10th through the 12th. Reconnect, celebrate, and relive the legacy. Crusaders never say die. Excellence, honor, and truth. Faith, brotherhood, and pride.
Hey, I'm a big deal. I'm a 19-foot Panga boat fishing package, complete with engine, trailer, and accessories. So pull up, hook up, and drop me in the ocean and let's work. Just in time for lobster season.
Cabinets play a major role in both the function and appearance of your home. To keep them looking their best, wipe spills as soon as they happen and clean surfaces regularly using a soft cloth and mild soap. Avoid hanging excessive weight on cabinet doors and periodically check hinges and hardware to make sure everything stays secure. With proper care, quality cabinetry can continue looking beautiful and performing well for many years to come. Quality products deserve quality care. Con Bahamas.
Every year, hurricane season returns. The water started coming, the generator, everything started just moving. The noise was ferocious where things was just collapsing as the water took it in a matter of seconds. And then I heard this banging to the ceiling. That was my neighbor. She said, hey, you wake, water coming in. One storm can change everything.
Now we in trouble. Abaco is over. We can't do, the power plant is gone. There's no food stores, there's no water, nothing.
The question isn't if another storm will come. The question is, will you be prepared when it does?
Plan for the worst and pray for the best.
Before the storm.
Your #1 team in the north. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
Welcome back. Food lovers gathering for the 3rd annual Food Truck Festival, showcasing a wide variety of uniquely twisted cuisines and along with upbeat, friendly entertainment. Our Matthew Martinborough was there and filed the details in this report.
Fantastically made cuisines along with entertaining performances. The spotlight shined brightly at the 3rd annual Food Truck Festival at Taino Beach, with the wide array of over a dozen available food trucks showcasing and selling their unique spins on culinary dishes and delicious summer treats. Attendees say the event, as well as its vendors, provided a time worthwhile.
The food is shockingly well. I actually didn't know that all these food trucks is on the island. So I think it's actually a really good thing, not only for the food trucks, but also for us Bahamians.
Man, I'm feeling good. This is a great outing for a Saturday evening. Wonderful.
It's very nice. It's very exciting. I love being able to have food options because that's all I'm here for. I'm only here for the food, but it's a very good environment. I love the music and everything about it.
And for the vendors themselves, they say the Food Truck Festival provides a great business boost, encouraging fellow culinary entrepreneurs to take advantage of the opportunity.
Most definitely. I think it will. I think by them advertising themselves to the public, they'll know what they're getting. They look what's expected of them, and they can advance themselves more for everyone.
The opportunity is endless. It's endless because we have the space out here for it, and we just bring it on to have this festival going on where everybody could enjoy it.
Well, I think it's going to help a whole lot. I was quite excited to know we're going to have something just for food trucks in Grand Bahama. I'm sure we're going to work out very well at day's end.
Now, whether you're an aspiring entrepreneur in the food industry or someone looking for a family-friendly atmosphere with great entertainment and even better food, next year's edition of the Food Truck Festival is one you do not want to miss. For the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition, I'm Matthew Martinborough.
Well, I certainly won't miss next year's edition. Mary Star of the Sea Catholic Academy, formerly known as Catholic High, is calling all Crusaders for a major reunion. Alumni are celebrating 60 years this weekend with 3 days of events as teachers and alumni travel home from across the country and abroad for the Diamond Jubilee. Celebrations begin starting July 10th with a meet and greet at the Port Lakaya Marketplace, followed by a prayer service and motorcade rollout at 8:15 a.m. on Saturday morning and a fair Saturday night, along with other prizes and surprises.
We have actually located graduates from the very first class at Catholic High School who are going to be present at this reunion celebration. We've also gotten confirmation from graduates for this year that are going to be part of the graduation. We even made efforts to contact one of the very first teachers, which was a nun, and she's currently 92 years old, and we have found her. This is a fundraiser, so we want to stress that. So we want you to come out. We want you to buy the commemorative materials. We want you to support the event. We want you to be a part of what Grand Bahama Catholic High has meant to this community and to the island of Grand Bahama.
Organizers say it's a summer of legacy for the Crusaders. They are encouraging all alumni, old and young, to take part. And here's how you can register.
You can register right now by going to the Grand Bahama Catholic High School alumni Facebook page. Click into the link. Even if you want to make your registration fee in person, you can see one of our very own alumni, Rose Delancey at Cates & Co., right there on East Mall Drive. And she can take your money for you, and all you'll be registered automatically.
Theo Adderley, you are our Facebook friend of the day. Thank you so much for your support, and we hope that you're having a great one. And that is a look at stories making news, but don't go away. Shane Stubbs has your check on sports coming your way next.
Journey to a serene oasis. Relax. Rejuvenate. Renew. Welcome to Renew Day Spa. For appointments, call 352-RENU.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm self-insuring my investments, starting with this tarp.
We all remember the blue tarps after the storm. Let's make sure that we are covered with more than a tarp. Don't allow your investment to be at risk. Protect your investment with one of our insurance policies.
Nobody does See news in the making? Call us at 352-9713 or 359-5167, or you can email us at zns3news@gmail.com.
Saturday, July 4th, downtown Freeport comes alive with the Welcoming Home Grand Bahama Cultural Festival presented by the Ministry for Grand Bahama. Performances by the UB North Wing Pop Band, Shine 242, Avi, Mama D, Recon Bahamas, Sherrod Taylor, and Wilfred Solomon. Show starts at 7 p.m.
Save more drugs, from cosmetics to prosthetics. What you need for your family, the brands you're looking for, the quality you expect, vitamins you need, and prescriptions you gain. Feel the love. Save more at Save More Drugs.
It is my great pleasure to welcome you all to our first Hardware and Home Expo.
CIBC Caribbean is here. We're happy to be a sponsor of this event, and of course, we're looking forward to year number 2.
We just want to introduce the community to our new product and service, Arctic Solutions.
We are Acacia Groves, and the parent company is San Jose Construction.
So we're just here for persons who want some sort of legal advice.
Welcome to the ZNS Total Sports Cave, everyone. I'm Shane Stubbs. Top-notch performance is on the grounds looking for the next breakout baseball star, and the hunt will continue July 6th to the 23rd during their upcoming training camp.
We want to target the younger kids, man. Teach them the fundamentals of the game, how to hit, throw, the basics, because that's where the game starts. From seeing most of the kids, they lack basic fundamentals, and that's kind of the area we want to target for the camp. The age limit, we start at 8. We try to do 8 to 14, try to target that age group. To register, you can just come and we have registration forms for you to fill out. So we get your basic information and email and contact, As far as registration, it's $75 for the week.
Even in softball, Coach Donovan Cox believes the talent pool is deep, indicated by the 20-plus young ladies who will put their skills on full display at the Show All-Star Festival in New Providence, July 1st to the 5th, where 150-plus prospects will be under the watchful eyes of multiple college coaches.
From I started doing this, I've had kids went to college, kids went pro. I've actually just had 3 girls got a scholarship to go into softball since I've started training them. From what I see in Grand Bahama, I'm really excited for the talent that's going to be on display over there now. So the girls, they're tough, man. They love the game, they work hard, and I think that softball in the Bahamas is really growing.
Switching over to Grand Bahama Amateur Softball Association action. In co-ed action, the GBPA regulators shut the party down for the Born to Party Animals. They got the W 12-1. In corporate play, the police force, Royals, and Customs heavy hitters was a slugfest, but the Royals locked up the win 11-9. In the men's division, the Ira boys showed no mercy versus the Hitmen. They rolled to a 20-0 victory, and the CLA heavy hitters got by the Infinity Crime Sluggers 16-4. And the New York Liberty struck gold as this year's Commissioner's Cup champion on Tuesday evening. The Liberty got the job done 93-85 versus the Las Vegas Aces. Jones had a near double-double, contributing with 9 points and 9 boards in the win while protecting the paint with 2 blocks. They've got a short time to celebrate before they welcome the Minnesota Lynx to the Barclays Center on July 3rd. And that's my time, everyone, but your local forecast is next. I'm Shane Stubbs. It's a new month with new blessings, so make them count.
Tonight's weather forecast is brought to you by Royal Star Assurance.
Cause it's so beautiful.
At Save More Drugs, we got you. We got what you want. We got what you need. We got what you came for. The quality you expect. The prices you need and deserve. Save more at Save More Drugs.
Fresh oil, fresh fire. Join the School of Prophetic Ministry Hawksville for 2 Holy Ghost-filled nights of crusade, July 13th and 14th, 2026 at 7:30 nightly. Guest speaker will be Bishop Steve Daniels of Shallow Missionary Baptist Church, Minnesota. Fresh oil, fresh fire crusade, July 13th and 14th at the School of Prophetic Ministry. See you there.
Hey, what are you doing?
I'm self-insuring my investments, starting with this tarp.
We all remember the blue tarps after the storm. Let's make sure that we are covered with more than a tarp. Don't allow your investment to be at risk. Protect your investment with one of our insurance policies.
Nobody does it better.
Every year, hurricane season returns.
The water started coming, the generator, everything started just moving. The noise was ferocious, where things was just collapsing as the water took it in a matter of seconds. And then I heard this banging to the ceiling. That was my neighbor. She said, hey, you wake, water coming in.
One storm can change everything.
Now, we in trouble. Abaco is over. We can't do, the power plant is gone. There's no food stores, there's no water, nothing.
The question isn't if another storm will come. The question is, will you be prepared when it does?
Plan for the worst and pray for the best.
Before the storm.
Use a bin to put it in.
Let's keep it clean.
Yeah. Put it in the trash, my guy. Not on the ground, not on the beach, not in the bush, not in the street. No, yeah. Just put it in the trash, my guy. Not on the ground, not on the beach, not in the bush, not on the streets. Just put it in the trash, my guy. Bombastic side-eye. Criminal offensive side-eye. Put it in the trash. Put it in the trash. That's it. Put it in the trash. Just put it in the trash. Put it in the trash. That's it. Just put it in the trash, my guy. Not on the ground, not on the beach, not in the bush, not in the street. Just put it in the trash, my guy. Yeah. Just put it in the trash, my guy.
Yeah. We just gotta keep Grand Bahama clean.
Your number one team in the North. Only the sun covers the Bahamas better.
And that is going to do it for us here in the North. I'm Ramiko Knowles. Thanks so much for tuning in. The Bahamas Tonight is coming your way next.
to 66 Steps. I'm Matea Cunningham. This is ZNS.
Coming up in the Bahamas tonight, a vigil tonight at the scene of Sunday's deadly crash here in the capital. Plus, the Attorney General shares his views about making the Sexual Offenders Registry public. And the Nassau Cruise Board locks in strong numbers amid slow season. The Bahamas tonight, the National Report starts now. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the broadcast. 3 days post the tragedy, grieving relatives of one of Sunday's crash victims have tonight returned to the scene to remember a young woman whose life was snuffed out. Leah Cooper is down there on Shirley and Church Streets. Leah, what can you tell us?
Good evening, Makushla. I'm here on Church and Shirley Street, where this was the backdrop to Sunday's fatal car crash, which claimed the lives of 4 young ladies. Tonight, the family of 19-year-old Stania Webb is behind me at the crash site, hosting a candlelight vigil. You can see behind me that they're singing hymns. They're gathered around, some with balloons, some with roses, all to pay their respects to their departed loved one. It's truly a tragic event taking place here now. Right now, they are pausing for a word of prayer. And as this vigil is taking place, there's also one taking place on Cat Island to pay respects to the victims that are native to that island. We will be here for this entire event to cover all of the details. But for now, I'm Leah Cooper reporting live from the Church Street Plaza, sending it back to you at the desk, Makushla.
Well, thanks, Leah. Now, a school community devastated after Sunday's deadly weekend collision that claimed the lives of not one, but 2 of its former female students. One of them, the recent graduating class valedictorian who scored a full-ride scholarship to Florida Memorial University, along with several partial scholarships, while another had already begun her college journey. Cleopatra Murphy has reaction from their former principal.
She was one of 4 teenage girls killed in a horrific crash along Shirley Street early Sunday morning, and like 19-year-old Evelina Johnson, 19-year-old Stania Webb, and 18-year-old Patricia Brown, Diamond Stubbs, the youngest of the group at just 17, saw her light snuffed out far too soon. Still reeling from the loss of a star student she knew from 7th grade, who graduated just weeks ago at the top of her class and walked away with most of the awards, Old Bight High School Principal Benique Brown Pratt recalls the Diamond she knew.
Diamond was exactly what her name was. She was a diamond, she was a gem, and she was very quiet, very gentle, very friendly, very ambitious. And whenever I asked her to represent the school in any way, she never told me no. She always represented Old Bight High School with grace.
She says the teen, who will now never have the chance to reach her true potential, was set to start her college career shortly. Brown Pratt says Diamond, who was active in her church and the Cat Island community, also a member of the local band, has left a void that will be difficult to fill among her graduating class of 12 and the wider school community.
They saw her as a leader because they fed off her energy. She was very positive, and she really encouraged them for everything, because they needed the motivation, and Diamond was the one that did it for them.
She remembers another alumna of the school, Stania Webb, already pursuing tertiary education, as having identical traits.
Similar personality to Diamond, very quiet, very ambitious, excellent in performing arts and music, excellent student.
As the school family struggles to come to grips with the tragedy that has gripped the entire nation, the educator says officials have set up several counseling sessions for students and staff. She says the duo are more than how they died.
Remember them for the positivity that they had on the campus. When you saw them before you heard them. They weren't loud, they weren't boisterous. They were humble girls who were ambitious, and they wanted to secure their futures.
For the parents of those that perished, Brown Pratt is encouraging them to pray. The 19-year-old male driver, along with other survivors, remained in hospital at last report, with police on Sunday listing a 25-year-old male in critical condition. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Cleopatra Murphy.
Thanks, Leo. Meantime, Attorney General Senator the Honorable Wayne Munro addressing Sunday's crash and where its investigation might lead. More specifically, whether the 19-year-old male driver might face possible charges. Mr. Munro telling reporters at this stage of the investigation, nothing's off the table.
Anytime there is an unnatural death, and what happened at that instance would amount to that, unless there is a charge that emanates from it, there's bound to be at least a coroner's inquest. But out of the fatal traffic accidents, you sometimes get killing in the course of dangerous or reckless driving charges arising out of them.
The Attorney General cautions against speculation and reminds that there are laws that govern road safety in the Bahamas.
Anytime there's a fatal crash, there's a consideration, if there are fatalities, to whether there will be charges. For that matter, anytime there is an accident, there's a consideration of whether there are charges for simple driving, careless driving, driving without due care and attention.
Also making news, the Attorney General is tonight weighing in on the debate over whether the National Sexual Offenders Registry should be made available to the public. The issue thrown in the public fore amid growing concerns more needs to be done to protect against repeat offenders. For those who may be in favor of the registry being public, Corval Pyfrom reports the Attorney General's stance does little to satisfy them.
Attorney General Senator the Honorable Wayne Munro, KC, seems to hold the same view about making public the National Sex Offenders Register as Crisis Center founder Dr. Sandra Dean Patterson and others who have gone on record to state their opposition to calls for such a move.
They want it for on an island 21/7. They would like to know where they live. The example I keep giving is Kofi Goodman. Lived in Cable Beach. He abducted Marco Archer from Bain and Grantstown. What value of it would have been for Marco Archer's parents in Bain and Grantstown to know that there was a sexual offender living in Cable Beach?
The Sex Offenders Register is an internal law enforcement database managed jointly by the Royal Bahamas Police Force and the Bahamas Department of Correctional Services. It is not open to the general public, unlike in larger jurisdictions, mainly out of concerns that it could, as Dean Patterson suggests, fuel vigilantism. That argument hasn't sat well with the public, but talking to reporters on the sidelines of an event at BDOC's Wednesday, AG Munro seemed to double down on that position.
And the one thing that people overlook that Dr. Patterson is quite clear about, the first time you have a retaliation, then no judge will put anyone on the register. So I ask again, what is the purpose for getting the information?
A spike in the number of cases of sexual violence against women and children, and most recently, an elderly woman, have reignited the public's furor and calls for tougher measures to ward off these kinds of assaults. While the creation of a national registry for tracking, monitoring, and compliance of offenders has widely been welcomed, some still think by keeping the information from the public, it just doesn't go far enough to protect potential victims. Mr. Munro disagrees, while arguing the law goes far enough.
There's a very high penalty now for sexual offenses. The persons who determine what sentence is awarded is the judge. If the prosecution feels that it's too lenient, they can appeal it to the Court of Appeal all the way to Privy Council. If the person sentenced feels it's too harsh, they can appeal it to the Court of Appeal and the Privy Council.
No politician or legislature, Munro maintains, can determine what sentence an offender gets. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Corval Pyfrom.
Coming up, strong numbers at the Nassau Cruise Port. You're watching the Bahamas Tonight, the National Report. More news in a moment.
There are some things that are undeniably Bahamian. A good conch salad, junkanoo, the way we worship, the way we take care of one another, all undeniably Bahamian. And right in the midst of our iconic things, places, and people is Commonwealth Bank. Increasing access, sponsoring dreams, working alongside Bahamians to increase the quality of their lives for more than 60 years. Commonwealth Bank, nothing more than being Bahamian. Commonwealth Bank, leader in personal banking services.
The week moves fast. Move smart with KFC. Monday, start with crunchy deals. Tuesday, you already know, it's crazy. Wednesday, don't break the 20. Thursday, grab the Rap Star for $8.95. Friday, you made it. Grab the Crunchy Deals Value Box for $9.95. Saturday night, we got you covered. And Sunday, no stoves today. The fill-up box feeds the family. Outsmart the week with KFC.
Welcome back to another episode of The Movement. For generations, Potter's Key Dock has powered livelihoods without ever being powered itself. This historic marine hub has operated through ingenuity, resilience, and makeshift solutions. But today, it stands on the threshold of transformation. Well, the groundwork has officially started to electrify the Potter's Key Dock for the very first time in our nation's history. And the Ministry of Energy is calling the project a major step in modernization and sustainability. The Ministry of Energy is now laying the groundwork to electrify the dock for the very first time. And leading the charge is Energy Minister JoBeth Colby Davis, who toured the site meeting with vendors whose daily lives stand to benefit from this long-awaited upgrade.
I think all the vendors are grateful for it because we use sometimes 4 or 5 generators a year. And we say thank you to the minister.
So today, this project means access to reliable and sustainable power to continue to grow their businesses.
The electrification project is being led by the Ministry of Energy, working alongside Bahamas Power and Light, the Ministry of Agriculture and Marine Resources, and the Ministry of Works. This new system will introduce lowering operational costs and environmental impact over time.
Each individual stall will have their own dedicated meter. We are also installing spare infrastructure for the next 20, 30, even 40 years.
The Ministry of Energy is so proud to be at the forefront of this national and historic initiative, and we invite everyone to celebrate the electrification of Potter's Key Dock.
Now, vendors say that more reliable electricity changes everything. But of course, the Ministry of Energy says that this project is just a part of a more elaborate plan to make the Bahamas into a more energy-efficient place.
You're looking at a shot there of Pinewood Gardens in southern New Providence, and that shot courtesy of our drone pilot, Shane Gibson. Welcome back. While tourism officials continue to keep a close eye on global travel trends, the Nassau Cruise Port says it's well positioned to keep the momentum going. As Leah Cooper tells us, port officials are confident the months ahead will deliver strong results.
Nassau Cruise Port is calling it the slow season, but don't let that fool you. Cruise Port CEO Mike Mora says the period may be quieter, but the numbers are anything but slow. This as the port recorded nearly a 15% increase in passenger arrivals during the first quarter of this year, while ship calls also climbed by more than 5%.
Likely every other, apart from the ports of Miami, Port Everglades, and Port Canaveral, U.S. ports, every other, let's call it port of call port or transit port would give their left arm to have our slow season, which is so we're actually in the slow season today. And we have 6 ships, and we have over 19,000 passengers today.
Mora says being just a short sail from the United States is both a blessing and a challenge. Many cruise guests are repeat visitors, which leaves the port to keep finding new ways to wow them.
This $350 million new port waterfront that we've done here at the Nassau Cruise Port has created that new excitement, that new reason to come off the ship, which has helped us go from the 3.85 million passengers, which were the most passengers ever recorded in the Bahamas for a single port, to, like I mentioned, anticipating about 6.7 million this year.
And while more than 19,000 passengers disembarked on Wednesday, Morris says the port itself is designed to comfortably hold about 5,000 people at a time. The rest, they spread their tourism dollars across the capital, heading to beaches, attractions, restaurants, and water excursions.
Whatever is beyond that 5,000 number, let's say, has to go someplace. And so our marine infrastructure, we move about 2 million people per year by water someplace else. We move well over 1 million people per year by some form of ground transportation from this cruise port. So right there you've got well over 3 million people going to do something else. But then it leaves you with what's really described as that independent passenger who hasn't quite figured out what they're going to do and so forth. And so they're roaming the streets of Nassau. They're going to Junkanoo Beach, which I understand is one of the busiest beaches in the region.
So while the cruise port may be in its slow season, the steady flow of visitors is keeping much of Nassau anything but. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Leah Cooper.
Well, Minister of Labor, Public Service and National Insurance, the Honorable Pierre Glover-Rowe, reacting tonight to the latest labor force survey, holding firm that the Davis administration's expanding opportunities agenda is working. Figures show that for the final 2 quarters of 2025, the country's jobless rate was unchanged at 8.8% in the third quarter and 8.7% in the fourth quarter. Employment, however, increased by 3,450, pushing that number to more than 226,000 by the end of 2025.
Figures also tell us that the jobs being created are keeping pace with the number of people that are looking for employment. And of course, that's not something we want to take for granted. It means that our policies are working, but we have to continue to work even harder to expand employment opportunities and bring discouraged workers back into the fold.
Minister Glover-Rowe went on to the 3 pillars driving the administration's approach to expanding employment for Bahamians.
First of all, we're expanding employment opportunities through training and education through our Opportunity Hub, which is our ecosystem for training. We can turn unskilled workers into skilled workers by giving them access to training and education. And this is opening doors for those in our workforce who were once deemed unemployable. Second, we're creating jobs by growing the economy, by drawing in foreign and domestic investment while making sure qualified Bahamians get the first consideration whenever a position opens. And third, we're making sure that growth reaches across the archipelago.
Shifting our attention now to health, some may call it growing pains. The multi-million-dollar renovation to the Princess Margaret Hospital's operating theater causing major delays in surgeries. Health and Wellness Minister Dr. The Honorable Michael Darville says works are being carried out on a seamless floor and logistics of moving patients had to be carried out before work started, putting the operating theater out of service for elective surgeries. He assured, though, that those repairs should be completed soon.
I want the Bahamian people to know that all emergency services are still up and running, and we want to do this repair very quickly because the floor had some problems, and we wanted to make sure it was replaced so that the theater can flow effectively and all the operating theaters could be reopened.
The minister says he's happy his ministry was able to secure funding to make the necessary renovations.
This particular flooring had problems for many years, and we were very fortunate to have the funding that was allocated to us by way of the CIBC loan, which is not only for that, it's also for the kitchen, it's also for the renovation of the legacy ward and the new dialysis unit. Is all incorporated, and funding is now available and the work has begun. There is a bit of inconvenience because you know how difficult it is to operate and renovate, and so there's some challenges. We ask the Bahamian people to just bear with us, particularly those who need elective surgeries, that once the flooring is down, everything goes back to normal.
Meantime, 4 brand new flatbed trucks, 3 golf carts, 8 generators, a stack of monitors, and other pieces of critical equipment handed over to health officials. The gift, courtesy of Northcom from the United States Embassy. Health and Wellness Minister Dr. The Honorable Michael Darville says the much-needed equipment will be put to great use at various public health care facilities throughout the country.
This is a wonderful day for the Ministry of Health and Wellness. I can tell you that the supplies that is before us is well needed. We are so pleased to have a partner like Nordcom, and we are grateful for what they have done for us in the Ministry of Health and, by extension, the people throughout the Commonwealth of the Bahamas.
Senior defense officer in the U.S. Navy, Commander Victor Lang, says this donation speaks to not only the strong partnership both countries share, but the extraordinary work healthcare workers perform daily.
The Ministry of Health and Wellness, to the Department of Public Health, to the Public Hospitals Authority, and to every healthcare worker who operate this equipment. This donation is for you and for your patients. The United States has deep respect for the work you do every day, often under demanding conditions.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Folk Call Smart Pass, the smart way to pay at the pump.
When the craving hits, there's only one thing everybody agrees on. Hot, crispy, Wendy's chicken tenders. Made to satisfy every bite. Whether it's served as a slider or wrap, it's always perfectly seasoned, perfectly crunchy, and always cooked fresh. From lunch with friends to family moments worth sharing. For chicken tenders you're gonna know by name, gotta be Wendy's.
Tasha, what you saying? Girl, right here, rushing to catch J.S. Johnson. I gotta renew my insurance. Oh, I with JSJ too, but I don't wait in line. I just pay online. Stop it. How you do that?
Just email info@jsjohnson.com and say, sign me up for an online service center. They'll reach out and hook you up. You ain't never have to stand in line again.
Amen to that.
Save time. Pay online. Sign up for J.S. Johnson's online service center today.
Insurance, peace of mind.
My name is Omar Ferguson. I've been disabled now from 2009. What inspired me to start my own business? It was the determination to know that I still had something left in me, even though a lot of my independence, my mobility was being restricted. In my disability, it's kind of hard finding the investors or the capital. For example, national insurance. The benefit that we receive, it's a lifeline. And in any business that you're going to take, it's going to be a risk. We're not looking for handouts, but we want you to understand that we still need a little special care. This literally gives us a backbone that, hey, we could actually stand someday. This is the business I know it's going to be a risk. Even going through that process, I'm still dependent on national insurance. Overall, being in the program itself, it's put me in a place where I feel young again. I feel like anything is possible. I would say to others with disabilities, look around your community, just like you guys said in one of the modules. See what is needed in your community and go for it. Don't be afraid, just go for it.
For more information about how the SBDC can help your small business to make a big impact, give us a call at 461-7232 or visit sbdcbahamas.com.
The tastiest thing about soccer is sharing it with the whole team, just like the new Ready for Soccer. A delicious lineup of 16 slices and 4 flavor sections. Perfect for sharing from start to finish, even beyond the 90 minutes. Get your team together and dig in, only at Little Caesars.
Pizza, pizza. Introducing the Focal Smart Pass app that helps you to fuel up faster. Here's how it works. Download the app on the App Store or get it on Google Play and create your profile with payment details. Visit your nearest Shell station, open the app, scan the pump's QR code, select your payment amount, and begin fueling. Say goodbye to cash and cards because the Focal Smart Pass offers secure and convenient payment options right at your fingertips. Download Focal Smart Pass now and fuel up faster today.
As the nation prepares to celebrate another year of independence, Bahamians gathered in the heart of downtown Nassau this morning to honor the history, strength, and resilience that continues
to define the country's identity. Our Maya Moss was there.
Against the backdrop of Rawson Square, the Bahamian flag was hoisted this morning. It's black, gold, and aquamarine, telling the story of a people who dared to dream, endured every challenge, and emerged as one nation. Wednesday's flag-raising ceremony officially ushering in this year's independence celebrations. Minister of Culture, Arts, and Heritage, the Honorable Leslie Amila Bryce, touted the event as one honoring the pioneers whose courage and sacrifice laid the foundation for the free and the sovereign land Bahamians proudly call home.
Our heritage is not only something we inherited, it is something we must preserve, celebrate, and pass on with pride. Our national flag stands as a lasting symbol of that heritage. Its aquamarine reflects our seas, its gold, our natural riches, and its black triangle, the strength, resilience, and unity of the Bahamian people.
Minister of Tourism, the Honorable Glenys Hannah Martin, echoed those sentiments, adding that independence is shared responsibility every Bahamian must protect.
We must never forget, in all that we do, the faithfulness of our God. Yes. We have come this far by faith. Amen. Today, I thank God for this Bahama land. I salute this beautiful flag. Yes. And I pray that the years ahead will be the best years this nation has ever seen. We have to make it happen.
As the national flag waved, officials say it carried it with the hopes of a people, the sacrifices of a generation, and the enduring promise of a nation forever free. For the Bahamas Tonight, I'm Amaya Moss.
Well, Royston and Marlena join us live for a sneak peek of what's coming up in Access Now.
Good evening, Mukushla. Listen, summers are not what they used to be. Over the last few days, I mean, we're, 5-6 days into summer? I'm not quite sure.
Yeah, not even that far yet.
I think we say this every year, but it feels hotter than ever.
They're built different, and it was pouring rain today.
Yes. The whole spectrum of weather.
You had like a moment of heat stroke, and then you've left your umbrella at home.
Are you humid?
Or you're stuck inside for an hour trying to wait for it to dry up outside.
Right.
Summer's not what it used to be, like you said. So no better of a time. We're going to be talking to people tonight coming from the Bahamas Youth Climate Conference that's going to be happening this week, trying to make sure that we can plan for the future and hopefully kind of get these summers back on track to where they're supposed to be and help save the world one small island nation at a time.
And I was just about to tell you that's a good issue. That's a good interview that's coming up in Access Now, because I'm going to tell you, the hotter it is, it all speaks to climate change that we've been talking about for many years now.
Yes, indeed.
So, well, stay with us, the Bahamas Tonight. The National Report continues after
Marco's Pizza, Marco's Pizza, some never tasted so good.
Marco's Summer Party is bringing the fun. Choose 2 large one-topping pizzas with a 2-liter soda for just $34.95. Or grab a big square deal, 1 medium, 1-topping pizzas with boneless wings for just $39.95. Enter to win weekly Baja Bay water passes and your very own Marco's Summer Party pack all summer long. Marco's Pizza, summer never tasted so good.
50 years a nation building, see the legacy we trust. Oh, the water is our lifeline and the future flows to us. us. From the pine barrens to the ocean, in the sun and in the dust, we are building for tomorrow, and the future flows through us. Yeah, yeah. Yes, the future flows through us.
The Water and Sewage Corporation, celebrating 50 years of nation building.
Throughout our lifetime, we must all make decisions. No matter how we choose, the right one just needs to be made. Like having J.S. Johnson Insurance Agents and Brokers as your insurance partner. We've been serving the Bahamas for over 100 years. Whether you need home, motor, marine, or commercial insurance, make the right decision. Call 397-2100 or visit jsjohnson.com.
JS Johnson Insurance, peace of mind.
Never swim alone. Don't go deep into the pool. Don't run around the pool because you might slip and get hurt. If someone else falls into the water, don't go in and get them by yourself. Call for help. Parents, sign up your children for Let's Swim Bahamas.
And that does it for the National Report, but stay close. The Bahamas Tonight continues with Access Now.
Tourism today. Bahamas tourism today.
The Exuma Sailing Club is